Hello you guys, it's Katie and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be making my 2021 vision board and showing you guys how I'm doing that. If you guys like to see more craft, crochet, or business videos, make sure you all subscribe down below and turn on the post notification bell. That way you know every single time I upload a brand new video. So I did make a vision board for 2020 and I did make a video on that. If you guys are interested, I'll link it up at the top of the screen. And this is what that one looks like. So I basically just choose a quote and then print out some pictures and everything like that. So a lot of them will be similar to this because this stuff I still haven't really achieved quite yet, but I am going to get a little more specific and maybe like write numbers on there for my goals and stuff like that. And if you guys are wondering what my 2021 goals are, I did a video on that last week, so if you're interested, I'll link it up at the top as well. But I'm basically just going to be remaking something similar to this with my 2021 goals instead of my 2020 goals. So if you're interested in seeing how I make a vision board that will be similar to that, then keep on watching. Okay you guys, so I currently have just a Google document up on my computer and I'm going to find some pictures just like I did for the vision board that I made last year that I want to put on my vision board. The only difference that I'm really going to do is instead of thinking more long term, like a lot of this stuff is more long term, like I won't be starting a family for many years. So a lot of this is more long term. So instead what I'm going to be doing is thinking of stuff that's more realistic for this year. Like I'll still probably include a picture of graduating and stuff because that's happening in 2021. So that's my main focus, is to just make things that are happening in 2021. And I'm also going to type out some things. So like instead of just having Etsy, I'm going to put like 15 sales because that's what my goal is. So I'm going to type stuff out and put pictures on here and then print it, and then I will be back once that's all complete. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have some scissors, some glue, the stuff I just printed out, and a piece of cardstock paper. I just chose this pink color because I think it will match where I'm putting this in my room pretty well. But of course you guys can do whatever color you prefer. I did blue last year, as you can tell. But I'm basically just going to be cutting these out and placing them wherever I want them to be. And then after that, I'm going to cut out the words and place them with which picture they go with. And later on, I will be writing out the quote, "Time is money," because that's the quote that I chose for this year. I was going to type it out, but there wasn't much room left, so I figured I would just write it. And I feel like it means more if I write it too. But I'm going to be doing that. As you can see, "Nothing worth having comes easy" was my quote for last year. And "Time is money" is my quote for this year. Which, if you guys want more like behind the scenes stuff for like why I chose all of this as my pictures or why I chose that quote or whatever, I talk about that a lot on my Instagram. And also I talked about my goals in last week's video, some of them, and I also mentioned a few of the other ones that I said after I filmed that video on a post on my Instagram. So check out last week's video or my Instagram if you guys are interested. But I'm just going to cut out all of this and then place it where I want it to be. Okay, so now I have all of this cut out and I'm going to cut out the words. And as I'm cutting out the words, I will explain what each of them means. So 15 sales is the first thing that I typed out. and I would like to have 15 sales on my shop. So that is one of my first goals that I set for 2021. So that's the first one. It says 15 sales. The next one I have says monetization, and that's my goal for my YouTube channel this year, is to get monetized. So that means 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. That's my goal for 2021. So I just simply wrote the word monetization instead of writing out 4,000 watch hours and all of that. And then next I have a picture of University of Tampa, and I also just wrote University of Tampa out, and that is the college I would like to go to. So of course that's why that's there. I will be starting college in like 2022 there, hopefully. If not, then one of the other colleges near me, but that's on there for that reason. Next, I just simply wrote move out. This might happen in 2021, it might not, I'm not sure. Of course, it depends how my shop and my YouTube channel go and everything like that, but it is something that I would like, and I have a picture of an apartment to represent that. Then I also wrote down real estate license. Now, if you guys watched last week's video, I talked about that, but that's one of my goals in 2021 is to get my real estate license. And then I also have graduation, and now I'm going to be graduating high school in May, and college, the first 2 years of college, in probably like August or September at some point. So that is why that is there, for 2 reasons, high school and the AA degree. And then I just simply have 5 craft fairs written here as well, because that's one of my goals for my business, is to go to at least 5 of them this year to get my name out in my local area more. So now I'm going to take this little scrap that I have, and I'm going to use a marker to write out my quote for 2021, which is time is money. That's just the quote I personally chose for 2021. And one of my biggest goals is to use my time more wisely. So that's the main reason why I chose this as my 2021 quote. I don't really like the way that came out, so I'm going to rewrite it. That looks good to me, so I'm going to cut it out. Okay. So now I have all of the pieces here, and I'm going to put them together however I think it looks best. And I'm just going to start out by laying them out, of course, and then once I like the layout, I will glue it down. Okay, so I just have it laid out like this, which I put like my Etsy, the craft fair, and my YouTube channel up here because that's more with my business. And then this stuff down here represents more of my personal life, like college and graduating and moving out and all of that. So I'm now going to glue all of this down where it is, and then I'm going to put the words with the pictures in just a minute once I'm done. And I am just using a tiny bit of glue, that way it doesn't come through, because as you can see with last year's a little bit, I used too much glue on some of the pictures and you can see it coming through the pictures. So I don't want that, so I'm just going to use the tiniest bit in each corner. Okay, so I'm now going to just take each of these here and put them with where they go. And now if you guys are doing this yourself, you can do this however you want. I'm just showing you how I do it, of course. You can make this on a much larger scale. You could do this by like drawing the pictures instead of printing them all out. You can do it without the words. That's what I did last year, is I didn't add any words. But this year I wanted it to reflect my goals more than anything, especially since this is less of like a long-term vision board and more of like a year vision board, what I want to happen within the year. So that's just the reasoning for me putting the numbers and words on here, because like I said, I just want it to reflect what my goals for 2021 are. But you guys can do this however you please. So there is what the vision board looks like. The final touch I am going to add is I'm just going to take this pen and write 2021 at the bottom of this. That way I know what year this is from. Of course, like when it's hanging on my wall, I'll know, but as far as like if I keep these to look back on or whatever, I'll know which one was 2020 and which one was 21. And the ink stopped working on that pen, so I got a new one. Alright, so there is the 2021 vision board. I'll do a little bit of B-roll to put in right here, that way you guys can see it up close and personal. But I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this was helpful if you are looking to make your own vision board, or if you are just in general hoping to get inspired by seeing some other people make theirs. I hope it was helpful. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below letting me know if you guys are going to be making a vision board or an inspiration board this year, and if this inspired you in any way. And if you guys want to see more craft, crochet, or business videos from me, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and turn on the post notification bell. That way you know every time I upload a brand new video. Doing all of those things helps out my channel so much, so I really appreciate it. And if you guys want to see behind the scenes type stuff, or just check out more from me in general, my Etsy shop, my blog, more videos of mine, and all of my social medias are all always linked in the description box down below. And with all of that, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!